Today on People Now, Judd speaks out on GMA about her new lawsuit against Harvey Weinstein.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are on a new coin commemorating their wedding. How can you get one?
We'll find out. Plus, Prince Louis's birth certificate has been released, and Will and Kate's listed occupations are priceless.
NSYNC has always been Hollywood royalty in our hearts.
Yeah.
Now it's been made official. The boy band has a star on the Walk of Fame.
The Flash star Tom Cavanaugh's prank war with Grant Gustin is hilarious, and we got the scoop.
Plus, Oscar winner Marcia Gay Harden is here with her new book, telling us about her mother's battle with Alzheimer's.
It's all live today on People Now. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to People Now. So great to see you. And here they go one more time. That's right. The ultimate boy band reunion happened Monday in Los Angeles. Their absence may have been tearing up our hearts.
Oh, yeah.
But NSYNC has finally made fans' former tween dreams come true.
It's a good one, Jeremy.
Thank you.
That's right, though. Justin, Joey, JC, Lance, and Chris all reunited to accept NSYNC's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Woo, yes!
So to celebrate NSYNC's milestone, we want to know what's your favorite NSYNC song. So let us know. Maybe send a video of you singing it. I don't know.
Oh, please do.
With the hashtag #PeopleNow.
Yeah, but first, guys, here's what you need to know and what's trending for today. Watch this.
I lost career opportunity, I lost money, I lost status and prestige and power in my career as a direct result of having been sexually harassed and rebuffing the sexual harassment.
Judd speaking out on Good Morning America about her decision to sue Harvey Weinstein after he allegedly blacklisted her after she refused his sexual advances. According to a complaint filed in Los Angeles on Monday, the actress says Weinstein allegedly torpedoed her career by spreading, quote, false and malicious statements regarding her professionalism as an actor. The complaint specifically refers to recent reports that Weinstein succeeded in dissuading director Peter Jackson and screenwriter Fran Walsh from casting Judd in their Lord of the Rings movies after she says she rebuffed his sexual advances. Now, Judd opened up about that time with Peter Jackson to GMA's Amy Rohrbach. Watch.
I'm going to get upset about it. It's very upsetting. You know, it was a special time to be invited into their offices, and I was really shown what was going on behind the scenes creatively. And then all of a sudden, mysteriously, we never heard back from Fran.
You thought you were going to be used in this franchise.
I was being invited to consider which of the two roles I preferred.
And then all of a sudden, poof.
It was just poof. We never heard anything back. I was being maligned and defamed because I stood up for myself and I said, no, you may not give me a massage. No, I will not watch you take a shower.
Now, in response to Judd's new complaint, a representative for Harvey Weinstein has said in part, Mr. Weinstein neither defamed Miss Judd nor ever interfered with Miss Judd's career, and instead not only championed her work, but also repeatedly approved her casting for 2 of his movies over the next decade. Judd tweeted on Monday about her legal complaint, announcing that any financial recuperation, will go to the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund so that American workers who experience harassment and retaliation have some help. We'll keep you posted on that story on People.com. Guys, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are featured on a new coin commemorating their royal wedding, which is on May 19th. Now, the coin, released on Tuesday by the Royal Mint, was designed by English engraver Jody Clark. Clark met with Harry and Meghan at Kensington Palace, where they sat for a portrait that the coin was then based on. Clark says he hoped to capture a more casual vibe with the coin to reflect how Harry and Meghan have portrayed their relationship to the public. Clark has a lot of experience with royal coinage, it turns out. He also designed the latest portrait of Queen Elizabeth that is featured on all British pound coins. Under 20,000 coins will be available in sterling silver, silver-proof, or gold-proof. So if you want one, you got to act fast. And you can head to royalmint.com for the details. And in more royal family news, just like newborns all over the world, little Prince Louis now has an official birth certificate. But one thing that sets his apart from those other newborns, his parents' listed occupations, which are far from typical. Now, the birth certificate, which was signed by Louis's proud dad, Prince William, was released to the public on Tuesday, and printed in the occupation field for little Louis's mother and father are the out-of-the-ordinary jobs of Prince of the United Kingdom and Princess of the United Kingdom. Pretty amazing. The certificate also gives the full name of the newest royal, which has previously been announced, His Royal Highness Prince Louis Arthur Charles of Cambridge. Stick around, guys. Our royal correspondent, Imogen Lloyd Webber, is stopping by to chat more about the royal baby and all the latest on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's royal wedding. That's coming up in just a bit. Legendary handbag designer Judith Leiber has died at the age of 97. She passed away of natural causes in her Suffolk County, New York home over the weekend, just hours after her husband of 72 years, Gerson, died of natural causes as well. He was also 97. Judith, who is originally from Budapest, Hungary, is a Holocaust survivor who met her husband while he was stationed in the country during World War II. After marrying, they moved to Brooklyn before buying a home in Suffolk County in the mid-50s. Gerson went on to become an abstract painter whose artwork hangs in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Judith started a handbag company along with her husband, featuring small clutches in whimsical shapes covered in crystals that ascended to haute couture, becoming a red carpet staple. Now, celebrities like Katy Perry, Kelly Osbourne, Lily Aldridge, Bahati Prinsloo, just to name a few, have been spotted wearing Judith's iconic designs at major award shows and Hollywood events. From cupcakes to cameras to fish to Chinese hand fans, all of it, Judith could take any object and make it fashion. She once told Vogue that when it comes to her designs, quote, "I like to do things that look crazy, yet are practical." The couple, who have shared a lifetime together, were remembered in a private gravesite service and were reportedly buried together on Monday. What an incredible love story, of course, and we send our condolences to their loved ones at this time as well. Yeah. And Andrea, on a much lighter note, you have an epic pop music event in Star Treks today.
I do. We were talking about it before. We are kicking off Star Treks with one former boy bander getting a bit emotional on Hollywood Boulevard.
These four guys mean so much to me, and we're really a family, and the memories that we have and the times that we've shared and the families that we've built from it, I don't really think I could put into words how much the four of you mean to me. Just through hard times, through unbelievable times, through times where we were going, what the? And you know, I just love all of you so much. And so, don't touch me.
How adorable is that? So adorable. In one of the largest and loudest Walk of Fame ceremonies to date, NSYNC reunited and cemented their name in history, earning a much-deserved star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Justin Timberlake, JC Chasez, Lance Bass, Joey Fatone, and Chris Kirkpatrick smiled wide for the crowd and had a few words to say to the fans who showed up in support.
I just want to thank everyone that was a part of it, everybody that we worked with and everybody that gave their time and energy to us. We tried hard to give us, we tried very hard to give you everything that we had. So very humbly, thank you.
First of all, to all of our families, you guys were there the whole way and you remember this whole crazy ride, and now we have a star and stuff, which is really cool.
If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be where I am even today. So thank you guys. But you can also see me performing at Chuck E. Cheese next week. It's really good. It's a lot of fun.
Growing up in Mississippi in a Southern Baptist church in a town where everyone knows your business, I had a secret. I was gay. And yes, guys, I'm gay. I am. But so many nights on stage, I'd see young gay fans singing their hearts out, and I wanted so badly to let you know I was you. I just didn't have the strength then. But I do today, and so let me say loud and proud to all my LGBT brothers and sisters who embrace me and show me the way to be who I am. Thank you so much.
I love that. And the group had a few special guests as well. Speakers Ellen DeGeneres and Carson Daly congratulated the former boy banders, even poked a little fun at funny man Joey Fatone. Justin Timberlake's mom Lynn and wife Jessica Biel were also present for the ceremony. The sexy back singer opened up to Ellen about his less than glamorous life back at home and how his 3-year-old son gave him a wake-up call to remember.
Yeah, it was like 6:45, you know, just felt like, you know, and of course it was a much smaller hand, but
I was going to say, yes,
he's gotten to the point to where he can sneak. He gets out of his room in the morning and sneaks around and sneaks into our room and kind of crawls up on the bed. He's a big boy now, you know, which he will be happy to tell you. And so we're getting really well down the line with the pee-pee and on the potty thing. But at nighttime, we obviously give him you guys, this is boring stuff, right? No. It's, at nighttime, we give him the diaper, and so I feel the hand, and he comes in, he hugs me, and I was like, right on my back, I just was like, that's really wet.
You guys, not even a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame can save JT from a dirty diaper. The singer stopped by the Ellen DeGeneres show, where he described the joys of parenting his 3-year-old son, Silas. Timberlake is currently on his Man of the Woods tour, so hopefully he gets a little break from those early morning surprises. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
Stay with us, guys. We're breaking down Monday night's Dancing with the Stars athletes, including Adam Rippon's wow-worthy cha-cha. Plus, actress Marcia Gay Harden is joining us live. She's talking about her new book and her mother's journey with Alzheimer's. Stick around for that.
All right, but now let's check in on our question of the day. To celebrate NSYNC getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, we want to know, what's your favorite NSYNC song?
All in with NSYNC today.
are.
Brandon says, I love them all, but Tearing Up My Heart is still my favorite.
Tearing Up My Heart. Yep. AJ writes, Just Got Paid, underappreciated classic.
I 100% agree. I love that song.
It's underappreciated.
Ali says, I mean, I have to go with It's Gonna Be May. That's the name of the song, maybe not. Well, Ali, you're close. The title is It's Gonna Be Me, but the meme, obviously, It's Gonna Be May, and it's now May.
You've been doing it really well.
I've been doing it a lot. I'm over it. It's gonna be May. That's it. That's the last time I'm doing it.
Sorry.
We'll check in now, or with you again later, but first, we move on to this. Watch.
Look at Tanya go. The polarizing figure skater brought her A game during the premiere of Dancing with the Stars athletes, performing a graceful foxtrot with pro partner Sasha Farber.
Now, Tanya received overall positive reviews from the judges Carrie Ann Inaba, Lynn, and Bruno, who awarded the duo a solid 23 out of 30 total points.
Yeah, Goodman called it a, quote, charming dance, while Inaba noted the former skater's ability to add depth and connection to each move.
Yeah, pretty good reviews, and Tanya was visibly emotional after her dance, telling co-host Erin Andrews that she felt like a princess and gave her very best performance. There you
And
go.
Miss Harding had lots of support from the crowd. I, Tanya Oscar winner Allison Janney was seen blowing kisses at the end of her high-scoring dance. McKenna Grace, who played young Tanya in the film, was also in attendance, along with the movie's screenwriter Stephen Rogers.
It was really cool that they were there, and when asked what it meant to have the cast's unwavering support, Tanya gushed and said, it was truly amazing. I asked them to come, and they said, yes, absolutely. So I was just like, yes, they can be here for my new beginning. That was made from a fresh start from them.
Yeah.
That was her quote.
All right, and while we're talking successful skaters, Olympic athlete Adam Rippon owned the dance floor during his cha-cha with partner Jenna Johnson.
Yeah, and Adam and Jenna had loads of chemistry during the performance. Sure brought the attitude as well. Inaba proudly telling Adam, quote, you were born to do this show, which is, by the way, what we've been saying for weeks.
Look at these steamy pics. They look great. The pair was awarded 3 8s for a grand total of 24 points. Definitely a couple to watch out for in the weeks to come.
Yeah, but sadly, some of our athletes had to say goodbye, and in a surprise double elimination, both baseball star Johnny Damon and Olympic snowboarder Jamie Anderson exited the ballroom.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to see who comes out on top next week. But first, on to another big night for the entertainment world. Watch this.
The nominees for Best Musical are The Band's Visit, Frozen, Mean Girls, SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical.
There you go. The Tony Award nominations were announced on Tuesday morning, and 2 new musicals, Mean Girls and SpongeBob SquarePants, led the pack, both racking in 12 nods
That's
each.
Amazing. Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants is a new musical featuring the underwater creatures that you're familiar with from the animated Nickelodeon TV series. This is the network's first time on Broadway.
Yeah, and of course, Mean Girls, the musical, is an adaptation from the 2004 hit movie starring Lindsay Lohan.
Which we all love. Mean Girls is the first Broadway venture for Tina Fey, who wrote the book for the musical based on her screenplay for the film.
The New York Times is predicting that Fey is the lead contender to win for Best Book of a Musical.
Amazing. A few other famous faces scoring noms: Denzel Washington and Andrew Garfield for Best Performance by a Leading Actor in a Play.
Washington for the play The Iceman Cometh, and Garfield for Angels in America.
Yeah, and good to know that Angels in America is also up for Best Play Revival.
And also, comedian Amy Schumer scored a Best Performance by a Leading Actress in a Play nomination for her role in Meteor Shower. So great for Amy Schumer.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, best of luck to all of them. For all the Broadway fanatics out there, the Tony Awards air June 10th on CBS and will be hosted by Broadway veterans Sarah Bareilles and Josh Groban.
Well, guys, it's been a few days since Prince William and Kate revealed baby number 3's name. Of course, Prince Louis Arthur Charles. And just like that, little Louis is already over a week old. Time flies here. And here with all the latest Royals news for us on the adults and the babies is our Royal correspondent, Imogen Lloyd Weber. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, let's dive in. First of all, got to get your take on the name. It's not what you or many other people expected. It took a lot of people by surprise.
That was a big surprise. Louis is one of Prince George's names. It's Prince George Alexander Louis. So we all thought it wasn't an option.
Right.
Plus, we all expected a tribute to Prince William's grandfather, Prince Philip. We were all wondering where that was. But if you read more closely, the tribute to Philip is there with the name Louis. Louis Mountbatten was his beloved uncle and Prince Charles's mentor. He was assassinated by the IRA in 1979.
It's a nice tribute.
Absolutely, and the name is official now. Prince Louis's birth certificate has been released for the public, signed by proud dad Prince William. It lists Prince and Princess of the United Kingdom as occupations for Prince William and Kate. Interesting that this birth certificate is typed. Both Prince George and Princess Charlotte's were handwritten.
Yeah, I don't know if that means anything, but it is interesting to note. Now, last time you were here, we talked about the first time that we'd likely see them as a family of 5 all together. You anticipate that will be at Louis' christening. Yeah. Do you think that we'll get another glimpse of the baby before then, though? At least the baby? Maybe in a photo?
I'm sure we'll see a photo in a few weeks' time, probably taken by Princess Kate, who is a keen amateur photographer. She took the gorgeous photo we saw of Prince George and Princess Charlotte together for the first time, so expect something similar. Kensington Palace, i.e. Prince William, understandably likes to control the amount of access we have to the children. Michael Middleton, Kate's dad, took the first photo we had of Prince George after he'd left hospital with his parents and Lupo the dog.
Love that. And personally, I think it's been way too long since we talked about Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Yeah.
We've been doing all this baby stuff, but let's switch gears to that. We're less than 3 weeks out now, still piecing together all the details to predict what we're going to see on May 19th, and some big news regarding who will be designing her dress, or at least who will not be designing the dress.
Yes, the famed Vera Wang has officially taken herself out of the conversation, revealing to Harper's Bazaar that she will not be designing Meghan Markle's gown. Of course, she's an American designer, and since Queen Victoria, royal women have been encouraged to wear British or someone with links to the UK unless they're on a foreign tour. So it's back to the usual suspects: McQueen, Erdem, Ralph and Russo, Christopher Bailey, etc., etc.
I'm scratching Vera off the list here.
But Vera does have some thoughts about what Meghan's dress might look like. She expects Meghan to go for something in between what she calls full-blown royal wedding like Diana or Kate and narrow, sensual and more sexy. In terms of dress shape, Vera predicts something modern but subtle. Not a mermaid, she says, but not anything theatrical like a princess ball gown either.
So somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
There we go. Now we've also gotten a little more info from someone who knows Meghan's beauty regimen very well, her former makeup artist, Lydia Sellers. She told People exactly what she thinks that we will see in terms of makeup on the big day. Talk about that.
Yeah, Lydia worked with Meghan as her personal hair and makeup artist for 2 years, starting in 2015 on editorial campaigns and promotional events for Suits. She has revealed to People that the most important factor for Meghan will be that she looks like herself on her big day. Lydia told People, quote, "I think Meghan will go with a classic timeless look similar to what we have seen her wear lately. So think natural dewy looking skin with her freckles peeking through." I love how Meghan has spoken about how she adores her freckles, along with a sheer pink lip and a daytime smoky eye. She also prefers to use non-toxic, eco-friendly products whenever possible.
All right, there we go. Now, we heard from Meghan's friend Priyanka Chopra when she stopped by People Now right here, and she confirmed that she will not be a bridesmaid, but she did imply that she might be attending the wedding and had a lot of kind things to say about Meghan, of course. Now, another of Meghan's famous friends, Serena Williams, is weighing in as well on GMA. Let's watch a piece of that interview.
We know that you're friends with Meghan. Any advice on the wedding for her?
I just think it's so important to enjoy the moment, you know, and eat cake. I didn't get to eat mine at the wedding. We were just having so much fun. But yeah, so I think, you know, if I could give her any advice, it would just be to enjoy the preparation, enjoy the planning, and it goes so fast.
Yeah, I love that. Very practical advice. Don't forget to eat that cake. Serena went on to share some sweet words about her friend, and she addressed whether she'll be attending. What did she say?
Yes, Serena went on to say, quote, "I'm obviously super happy for her. She's such a great girl, and she is incredibly nice, and I couldn't be happier for her." And I love this as an answer when she was asked if she was attending the wedding. Serena said, "I don't know. I think it's during one of the tournaments. I'll see if I can make it." Love it.
Maybe work that schedule a little bit. All right, now, Imogen, I've heard rumors that we might not see Harry and Meghan again until the wedding. Say it isn't so. It's a long time for me to wait.
I know it is. Kensington Palace does not have any more official engagements on the books for the pair before May the 19th. And it's a well-deserved break. They've done a lot lately. Just looking at the month of April alone, we've seen them zipping from the Invictus Games trials in Bath on April the 6th, to a host of Commonwealth Youth Forum and Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting receptions, to Queen Elizabeth's 92nd birthday celebration, which included a concert, and several memorial services to wrap up the busy month. But we will be seeing a lot of them in the run-up to May 19th in terms of shots of them arriving in Windsor to rehearse, etc. I have a feeling you will still be getting your Meghan and Harry fix, Jeremy. Don't worry too much.
If we can work it out, we will work it out for sure. All right, a lesson in patience until then, though. Thank you so much. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
There's this game that Grant and I and a gentleman named Hartley Sawyer are playing on The Flash, where if I blow dart you, it doesn't matter if you're on camera, if you're in the middle of a lovemaking scene, if you're blow darted, you got to go down.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so
that's
we've
just
done
like
this,
the running.
That's the code, and if you
Yeah.
don't go down, then you're out of the game. And so like we've done it constantly, much to the annoyance of our other castmates. So he's been doing Candace Patton plays his love, Iris West, from the comic book, and they've literally been doing a thing, and I've like come into the scene and gone, and Grant is like in the middle of the run, and we're going like.
Oh my God.
Those have got to be some amazing outtakes.
And Candace is great because Candace is like, ah! It gets her every time because he's a very good actor. He'll literally like, bang, and he'll hold his head and literally, yeah. So this is the kind of stuff that is either going to lead to the show's cancellation, or much success for Tom and Grant.
I guess that is one good way to bond with your co-stars.
Yeah.
The cast of The Flash there seem to get along really well.
Yeah, and there's probably one crew member who fully approved of an impromptu prank war, funny man filmmaker Kevin Smith.
Yep, Smith directed a recent episode just days before suffering a near-fatal heart attack. Tom gave us an update on how he's feeling today and what it was like working with the Hollywood icon.
I just think the world of him. He's just one of the all-time favorite humans that I've met in the entertainment, not in the entertainment world, like he's just one of all-time favorite humans. He's just a really incredible person. Moreover, if somebody's had like a 30-year career like Kevin has and is still beloved, I always feel like a set is the environment that outs you. If you're a jerk, you're gonna be found out to be a jerk. Kevin Smith is beloved. He just is, and he's a tremendous human. And to pay him back for all the goodness that he has, he came up on our show and we gave him a heart attack. Like, literally, he literally like did our show and then went home to LA for like a day and had a massive, massive heart attack.
Wow. So you guys took.
No, I take full credit for trying to kill him.
Okay, yeah.
Now that he's like,
Now that he's okay.
not dead
That's
yet.
all.
Yeah,
all
like
good.
one of those posts that we had was like, like heaven. We can see why heaven would want Kevin, but it's not his time.
How is he doing today?
He's like, listen, he's phenomenal. He's one of those guys that is just, he feels healthier, and he should be the guy sitting here telling us, but he says he feels healthier than he's felt in forever, and there's like amazing side. Kevin is the kind of guy that will take something like horrendous like that and twist it into the good, which is what he kind of does with everything. His energy it's a stunning thing. Like he is one of those guys that everybody wants to like talk about what he's done and this kind of thing. And he is the first guy to give credit everywhere. If anyone is in the entertainment world and gets a chance to work with him, their life will be better because of it.
Yeah, and Tom and his Flash co-star Grant Gustin are doing big things in the new short, Tom and Grant.
The 17-minute film just won Best Comedy Short at the Manhattan Film Festival and tells the story of two bank robbers who are basically a little in over their heads.
Yeah, although Tom is very proud of their big win, Grant is a little less enthusiastic. Take a look at this.
I slapped out of Grant, and he's like, great. So now that's just gonna be one more media outlet thing where more people see you slapping me. He's like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. So he doesn't really like to celebrate the fact that, that we keep winning and doing good things, but I really like it.
Yeah, it works out really well for you.
So he was like, so I texted him like, oh, so we won. He was like, great. Did you show the clip of the slap? I'm like, shut that mouth. Yeah, he's like, great.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get rewarded for it.
Right.
All right, we are super excited to welcome Academy and Tony Award-winning actress Marcia Gay Harden. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Great to talk to you. We've been chatting about many things, and we'll get to most of it. First of all, though, congratulations on the new book. Here it is. It's called The Seasons of My Mother, a memoir of love, family, and flowers. Tells a story of you and your mom who's suffering from Alzheimer's disease. Look, writing a book in general, obviously such a labor of love, but you put so much of yourself into this process. That's got to be a different kind of feeling. And actually, a Twitter user has a question for you about that. Michelle wants to know, was writing the book cathartic for you in some way?
Oh, that's a great question, Michelle. It was in many, many ways, because when you write a book, you give yourself the power of reflection. And so there were so many things that I hadn't thought about for my mother or realized the great gifts that she gave me. And writing it, I could kind of reflect on who she was and therefore who I am.
Right.
And also, I don't think you can make peace with Alzheimer's. This is not a disease. It sucks. There's nothing more you can say about Alzheimer's than it sucks. But it was a way to understand why you can't make lemonade from lemons. You can take this pain of it and repurpose it to something positive, which is what writing the book was about. Repurpose it toward making a difference in the world.
That's so great.
Yeah, the book is, of course, dedicated to your mother, but also to your 3 kids. How has going through this experience with your mom kind of changed the way you approach motherhood?
Well, that's a great question. Also, my kids didn't really get to know their grandma. So that was one of the reasons I wanted to write it. I was so mad, and I thought, I want them to know the beauty of her life and her legacy and not have that be Alzheimer's. So now they understand her better, but also it's changed the way we are in the kitchen. And you know, you guys are teenagers, so you won't quite understand this, but I have teenagers, right?
That's flattering.
I'm talking to teens, right?
Especially for me.
No, it's so true. So I just wanted to get rid of sugar in the kitchen because they call Alzheimer's diabetes 3, and it's all about inflammation and sugar and bad diet, and you need to have exercise, and unfortunately you need to sweat and all these things. So it just changed the way it was in the house, which that's not easy when you have teenagers. Like, Mom, really? Well, wait, bring those Cocoa Krispies back.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, no, that goes out.
So, and to that point a little bit, your daughter's 19, twins are 14. Another Twitter user, Red Race Pony, had this question along the lines of this. How did you tell your kids about their grandmother's illness? So you've got the practical things you did in the kitchen, but how did you go about telling them what's going on?
That's a good question. The same way I do everything else, just directly. You just tell them direct. I can't fudge around issues for a long time. It's exhausting. And I think kids see through it too. They're really canny. So I just said to them, my mother's losing her memory, and she understands things in the moment, but there's going to come a day when she doesn't know who you are. And so they are, you know, when we visit her, they're understanding of that, but they miss her. They didn't get to know her.
Yeah, there's one sort of pivotal moment in the book. You're on the phone with your mother and you realize that she doesn't know who you are. Now, you had kind of seen this coming because it was a gradual thing, but what was that moment like for you?
It wasn't surprising, and it made me just so full of compassion for her because I knew it must be very difficult for her. And it really made me understand what a great companion memory is. It's our friend. It's supposed to be there for us when we're older, and that she didn't even have that memory for me. I thought there must be a certain loneliness that you can't connect to people in the way that you used to. So again, those things galvanized me to write the book, and it was supposed to be a Mother's Day gift for her, and now hopefully it'll be a Mother's Day gift for many.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
When you talk about people out there who are going through something similar, like you just mentioned, it being a gift for many other people, when you have those really bad days, those really heavy days that are tough to get through, and perhaps it feels like, I don't know, that you're drowning in all of it, what is your piece of advice for how to make it through those days, especially for people that are also going through?
It's probably the same as my mother's advice would be in the moment, be in the moment now. She can't imagine, remember the past, she can't imagine the future, and when anybody's having a bad day, they're filled with going over what just happened that was so bad, and what's gonna happen in the future, and I think in a case like this, you have to go, stop. Be in the moment right now. Who's in front of you? And if it's in front of you, if you're a caregiver and it's the Alzheimer's patient, just hold their hand, just be with them, and realize what an enormous gift you're giving them, a gift of comfort and love by being there and be in the moment. And if you're not with an Alzheimer's patient, if it's just your own life going cuckoo, just be in the moment with yourself and give yourself that moment of love.
I think it's an amazing thing to remember. Let's go back to Twitter. Jen asks, what has been the most unexpected blessing you've come across on your mother's journey with Alzheimer's?
Oh, that's a good question because it's hard to find blessings with that. So I think the opportunity for the book to make other people aware. Mom and I are donating a portion of our author proceeds to research, and so anyone who buys the book is a part of change. They're a part of research, and I just visited this amazing center in Las Vegas called the Lou Ruvo Center, and it seems that around the corner is maybe a drug that's going to make a difference. We're praying for that because it's a difficult, journey that sometimes you think, where's the light? Where's the light? So hopefully all of the work that we do toward research is the light.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, let me switch gears a little bit and talk about your show, Code Black. Hello, season 3 just premiered last week. Motherhood is a bit of a theme here going on as well. What are you excited for fans to see in your character's journey as we move forward here?
Well, I love them to see that she can still be this badass ER doctor and kind of a wonderful mom, although maybe sometimes it's, she's having a struggle with that too because there's nothing more. Look, raising a teenager is more of an ER situation than being in an ER level, right?
Undoubtedly.
So that's her, and I love them seeing that transformation. Leanne softens a little bit, but she's still take no prisoners, very direct.
Okay. More importantly, can you just set the record straight about Rob Lowe if he ever has a bad eyebrow day, a bad hair day, anything bad day?
He really doesn't. And I have to tell you, we were at this hospital one time, and all these interns and doctors came around this corner, and they were all coming up to us like for autographs and pictures. And I was like, here they come. I mean, there's a crowd of them, and they went right by me because Rob was in the background. I was like, wait a minute.
Right over those perfect eyebrows.
Right.
I mean, Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Everyone's talking about Judith Leiber today. We mentioned it earlier, but she and her husband died in their 90s, just hours apart. It's a beautiful love story. Did you own any of her iconic handbags?
I did. I took them to many events, and when I heard the story, I just thought that, just like you, what a beautiful love story. What a great way to go, moments after the person you love or hours after the person you love so much passed away. It's so unusual, but it's so kind of Romeo and Juliet transcending.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I know we're hitting all over the map here. One final thing before you go.
We're with people.
Before you go.
All about people.
We were just talking about you being a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. And you're going to be at DragCon coming up in May.
Yes.
Or this is May, so come just a few days from now. Tell us about that. What's going to go on there, and why are you so excited? Why do you love the show?
I have no idea what's going to go on there. My son, Hudson, loves the show, so he's the one who got me to watch it. He's a makeup expert. And so we're going to go down and meet all the queens. And here's what I discovered, because one of our favorite queens is Katya, and we met her at RuPaul's Christmas Queens, and she loves me from... what did I just say? The Wives. First Wives Club. And all she would go is, grow from love, grow from love. And we love RuPaul, and that is made, drag perfectly normal on television.
You're going to have so much fun.
We love you. Thank you so much for everything, Marcia. Thanks for being
here
and for sharing your story. You guys, you can pick up a copy of The Seasons of My Mother. It's available today.
Yeah, all right, but let's check in on our question of the day one last time. To celebrate everyone's favorite boy band, NSYNC, reuniting for their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, we asked, what's your favorite NSYNC song?
It's gonna be me.
Gotta be me. Great impression, too. Lauren says, do your thing, just got paid, maybe it's gonna be me, I can't choose one. She likes all of them.
Right. Space Cowboy.
Okay.
Jane is also saying Space Cowboy.
Really?
Awesome.
That's kind of out of
We're gonna
nowhere.
have to go listen to that.
Yeah, I just loved when JT and Britney Spears were all in there and it was all happening at the same time. That was like my prime NSYNC days. Good old days, yeah. Anyway, Marcia, thanks for weighing in on that.
I don't mind at all.
We'll be asking you a question of the day tomorrow on People Now. Come on back at noon for that, and coming up tomorrow, there will be lots of brotherly love as Corey and Casey Cott stop by to talk Riverdale and working on the Great White Way as well. Plus, host of the new People TV series Chatter, Roxy Diaz, is here live in our studio. You won't want to miss that. All kinds of cool stuff going on every night.
A little crossover here at People.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Malin Ackerman. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Malin Ackerman, and this is one last thing. The last time I laughed so hard I cried was when my son brought home a family portrait and there was a circle, a ring between my legs, and I go, what is that? And he goes, Mommy, that's your hole. It's like, oh, okay. And I died. Don't know where the kids get these things. The last TV show I binge watched, Game of Thrones. I'm just hopping on the bandwagon right now, and I love it. My last date night was just a couple nights ago. Didn't have a babysitter, but fiance had poured a bath and ordered dinner, which was lovely, better than him cooking dinner, and it was really nice.